Hey guys, it's Kristi. How you doing? Today we have another fun little session planned with the skateboard. So I had done a video of a lot of different standing work and just fun different ideas of how you can use a skateboard to mix up your daily routine and bring it into Pilates. So I decided to do another little session with the skateboard of some other ideas to give you. Again, if your kids have a skateboard, or your husband or your roommate or someone, it's kind of a fun tool to play with, and I find it's also something that I often have with me when I'm out and about outside of the studio. So let's do that, and it's going to be mostly focused on core work today and glutes and hamstrings, okay? So just to give you a little bit of a heads up and what you're going to look forward to today. You're going to need your mat, and I have actually laid my mat perpendicular to me just so that I can have more sliding, rolling room with the board. And yeah, that's it. You can always turn it the other way and just have more mat maybe behind you. So find your position, whatever works best, as long as your spine has some cushion underneath it. And then come to seated like I am. Join me on the mat. You're going to turn to face your board. You want to just line it right up with the center of you. Bring your hands behind your thighs here, and you're just going to slowly roll yourself down. Keep your hands behind your thighs because you're only going to go down to your low back. Your arms are straight. Take an inhale, relax the shoulders. Exhale, pull your belly button back. Round forward, elbows wide. You can pull against your legs if you'd like, and then lift your spine up nice and tall here, pulling against the backs of your legs as you open the chest up and forward. And then exhale, tuck and round your tail, pulling back. So really pull back through your spine as you start to roll your spine back and down, just coming to the low back. Inhale here. Exhale. Round forward, hollow out that belly, and then lift your shoulders up over your hips. And again, exhale, just sort of warming up the spine here into flexion, really just moving it. Inhale, pause, relax those shoulders, open your chest. Exhale, scoop deeper as you round back forward, pressing your low back back, and then lift up and restack the spine nice and tall. Let's go for 2 more. Keep those knees squeezing together. Your feet are staying on that board. The board is not rolling forward and back. You're trying to kind of keep it still in space. Inhale, pause. Exhale. Hollow out that belly as you pull forward and lift the spine up. And one more time. Exhale. Rounding back, really creating length as you go back. So don't clunk down inside yourself. Pull that spine back behind you. You're going to come down all the way to the waistband. And from here, you might need to resituate as I do. I'm going to slide myself down. And I'm going to come all the way down, bringing my hands behind my head just to support my head, okay, because I don't have any mat there. All right, so from here, we're just going to roll the skateboard away and bring it back in. I already readjusted it a little bit there. Whoops. There we go. Line it up and pull in. So reaching the legs long and pressing down through the feet as you roll it back in. So you should feel already a core engagement here as you roll your skateboard back towards you. Maybe the legs might not straighten all the way because that back lip of the board, every time I'm touching it, I'm kind of popping the front wheels up, and then I'm getting kind of a board not rolling straight anymore, so it's a little challenging. Right? So stay in alignment. So the same thing here, as you press your feet down against the board as you pull back in, you should start to feel some heat in the backs of your legs. You want that, okay? And pulling back in. One more time, inhale. Exhale, pull back in, keep the knees here. Take another inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders forward. And inhale, back. Exhale, fold forward, and inhale, back. And folding it forward, and inhale, back. 2 more, folding forward, inhale, back. Fold it forward, hold it here. You can keep your hands behind your head, or you can reach your arms straight forward towards your toes. We're going to reach the legs long and roll it in, or bend it in, right? Roll the board in. Good. Reach long, bend it in. 2 more. Reach it long, bend in. 1 more. Reach it long, stay here. Start to pump the arms as in your 100. Pumping the arms, palms facing down. Draw the belly to your spine, keep your chest lifting. I want you to lift the left leg straight up, lower it down. Lift it up, lower down, and up, lower down for 2. And last one. That leg goes on the board. You've got right leg up and down and up, down for 3. Last one. Both feet on the board. Roll it in, bend the knees, hands behind the head. Here you're going to bring your left leg to a tabletop. You're going to straighten the right leg out, pull it in. Straighten out, pull in. Elbows wide, careful not to yank your head forward. Keep your low ribs pressing into your mat. Go for 2, pull it in. 1, pull it in. Left foot down, right leg up. Roll it out and in. Careful to keep these hips square so you don't start to tilt or twist in the hips. Out and in. Pressing down through that heel, heating up the backs of the legs. 1 more time, pull it in. Here we go. You're going to reach your arms out for your feet. You're going to lift your arms overhead as the legs go straight out. Pull it in. Inhale, exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. The chest does not go backwards in space. The head stays forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Hands behind your head. Left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Right leg goes out. Bend both in and straighten. Bend and straighten. For 3, straighten. 2, straighten. 1, straighten and hold. Roll all the way down through your head, neck, and shoulders. Rest the head down. Keep your elbows wide. Everything stays still in your body. We're going to circle this leg, cross it over the body, circle it out around, lift up. Cross, circle out and lift. Cross, circle out and lift. Reverse. Careful that you're not rolling back and forth left to right on your hips. You have the same weight on both hips, even though the leg is circling. Pull it back from here. Big inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Round it forward. Reach your leg away from you. Can you pull yourself all the way up to seated and round it back down? Good. Head comes down. Leg comes down. Bring your knees in. You're going to reach the right leg up. Oh, whoops, sorry guys, I forgot. Keep the right leg bent. Take an inhale. Exhale, round and roll it forward. Here we go. Both legs straighten, 1 up, 1 out, and bend. 1 up, 1 out, and bend. Good. 4, and 3, and 2. 1 more. Hold it here. Roll your head, neck, and shoulders down. Cross the body. Circle wide and out. Pull it up. Cross and circle. Out and up. Don't rock back and forth between your hips. And reverse your circles. Out, around, and lift. Out, around, and lift. With control. Out, around, and lift. Big inhale here. Exhale. Lower the leg down away from you to a 45 as you lift the chest and torso up to seated and roll it back down. head comes down, you can give yourself a little pull in the back of that leg, and then bend your knees and bring both feet back onto your board. All right, I'm just gonna make sure my board didn't feel straight, but I guess it is. Okay, so from here is where you might wanna make sure that maybe you wanna turn your mat so your head has got some mat underneath it. Mine doesn't, I might scoot down a little bit. Okay, so both feet are on the board and your legs are together. Arms long by your sides. Here we go. We're going to lift it up into a bridge. Exhale, rounding up and lift and roll it down. And rounding up to lift off and down. I've done like way too many hamstring exercises before this, so they're screaming at me. And roll it down. And here we go. Lifting up. Squeeze the glutes and roll it down. This is your last one. You're going to lift it up. Squeeze the glutes. Extend the legs long and come back in. Lift the hips. Out. Lift the hips. Out. Lift. 2 more. Out and lift. Out. Get your heels under your glutes. Lift, lift, lift. I'm going to let you pop that chest open here. It just feels good. And slowly round it down. Good job, you guys. Okay. So you're going to let your legs go straight. Take a big inhale here. Exhale. You're just going to round it all the way forward. Come up to seated. Bring your seat back onto your mat, and we're going to do just a little bit of side work here. So turn to your left and come to seated on your left hip. What I want you to do is I want you to get both of your feet on your board. So you're going to have to stagger your feet. One's forward, one's back. I'm going left, forward, right. Right a little farther from me. You're going to come onto that left elbow. Make sure it's underneath your shoulder. And from here, all we're going to do is lift our hips, straighten and bend for 6, okay? Use your right hand to help you find your lift, then bring this hand up towards the ceiling. We're going to straighten and bend. So because my feet are staggered, I can't quite get my left leg straight. That's okay. Keep your hips lifted and straighten, bend, in and out for 2. And last one. And let your hips come down. All right. Next thing, before we move to the other side, this one, I'm actually going to turn my board so I don't have that back lip. Okay, you might want to do the same thing. That way you can get that calf kind of down on the board. Okay, we're going to lift up into that side plank position and just come into what we call star. Okay, so from here, let's stack your feet one on top of another. You're going to lift your hips, straighten your legs. Here you go. You're going to lift your top arm up, and we're going to lift the top leg 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower down, bend your knees in, and sit it down with your hips. Okay, good job. All right, I'm going to just turn around instead of resituating, so you guys are going to see my backside. Sorry about that. So you're going to bring your left foot a little farther away from you, stagger your feet, and we're going to start by lifting our hips, extending that top arm up, and we're going to straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. So I should have had this on the other side so that it was more in the front of the board, and I can really straighten my bottom leg now too. Go for 3 and 2. Last 1. Bend and gently bring your hips down. Okay. All right, so here you're going to stack your feet. Start with your knees slightly bent. Make sure you're really on that right hip. We're going to roll out a little bit. We're going to lift our hips, straighten the legs, lift that top arm, stabilize through that bottom side, lift the top leg up and down for 4, 3, 2, last 1, Bend the knees in, bring your hand down, and bring your hips down, okay? So turn to just be seated facing your board. And that's it, you guys. That's all I had planned for today to show you. Just a few little tricks. It's not an overall whole body, right? But you can combine it and you can kind of see the other video with different ideas. One last thing here. I just thought of something just for fun. Okay, let's throw it in. Come onto your knees facing your mat. Bring your hands onto your mat. And let's bring your feet kind of to the center of your board, okay, onto your toes. Let's just do a few planks with some knee bends, right? So as soon as I lift up, I'm going to squeeze my knees and my legs together, feet together. That's it, right there. So we're just gonna press out, pull it in, out, pull it in. There you go. I felt like we needed to do something lifted up and not just being lying down. It's nice to finish dynamically sometimes. Really squeeze your glutes as you go out. Go for 2. One more. Hold it out. Pike your hips up, head goes down. Look underneath you and lower. Pike and lower. So if you don't have your mat, you could roll all the way through your hands, which could be awesome. And go 2 more. But I'll just stay with this for right now. 1 more. Find your plank, bend your knees, bring them down onto your mat. And now come down. All right, I feel better. Felt like you needed to end with something different. So thanks for letting me improvise. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave me any comments. I will try to watch out for those and respond or tell me what you'd love to see more of. And that's it. All right, guys, have a good day. See you later. Bye.
If you guys liked this video and you want to see more, I invite you to come to my website at goneadventuringpilates.com and register for free. The link is in the description of this video. Join me for more adventures and let's have fun moving together.